John, Jane, Rich. It's Friday. What's up?
Finally.
877-937-1047 is our phone number. You can call us right now. Jump on the air. You can also text the show. Text JJR and whatever's on your mind to 96893. Normally, when I come in the morning, when I get in here, usually Nick, our producer's here. Noah's here, audio guy. Rich is here usually. Today, Rich and I both came up at the same time. And then everybody else kind of trickles in before the show starts. So this morning I come up. Rich actually came up around the same exact time. I look, and Nick is in that back room, and so is Jenna. Jenna, kind of like new on the show, our digital person. She's literally here over an hour before she normally comes in. So I'm like, I wonder what's going on. Like, I wonder, was there a project she was working on? So I had to ask. I was like, Jenna, so why are you here so early? Get this. Why?
Well, guys, I fear I may have mixed up the time this morning, but
we don't do daylight savings time.
I was resetting my own clock. No, I don't know if you guys have ever had this happen, but we're supposed to be here at 5:50, right? And usually I'm here at 5:50, 5:51. Like, I'm running in that last minute. Well, this morning I woke up and I was in such a panic because I always check my maps before I leave, right? And I was like, oh my God, I'm going to get there at 50. I just only saw the last numbers, right? I got here at 4:50. I was an hour early.
Jenna fell back on her own.
Literally an hour early. And when I was driving, I was like, the roads are dead this morning. Like,
where is
what is
everybody?
going on? And I'll be honest, I didn't even brush my teeth. Like, I ran out. I brushed them now, don't worry.
Okay, good.
But like, I ran out so fast and so early because I was like, I can't be late.
Yeah.
I was an hour early. So, where were you guys?
Doesn't that feel good?
It did. It did.
So you could get stuff done if you get here. You should make that your
Well,
thing.
let's see if it really felt good if she's here Monday.
I know. In a couple hours, she's going to collapse, right?
No,
Well, so then later, I was going to get a cup of coffee, and I pass her in the hallway, and she's got her toothbrush and her toothpaste, and she's like going to the bathroom. Do you travel with toothpaste and toothbrush on you all the time?
I learned here that it's always a good idea because I've had some close calls, but I've never had a morning like this where it was, full hour early. I had time to get ready at work this morning, but
I've walked in on Rich brushing his teeth before.
Yeah, you got to come in
cool.
with like a whole travel bag that you would take if you're like going to the hotel for a weekend.
I don't have any of that.
I don't do that.
I don't do that either.
No.
Oh my gosh, I can't tell you how many times I've come in here without brushing my teeth after a late night from a concert. You got to come in and wake up.
I got flossers in the backpack if you need them.
I kind of look at brushing your teeth as like a priority when you wake up, so I don't ever no matter what a rush.
Yeah,
I'm
but
in.
you never know. Maybe you don't. Like, sometimes the first time through doesn't get it done. You got to do it a second time.
Well, my thing is either run late or brush my teeth. I'm not brushing my teeth, so I'm not running late.
Yeah, because it's like if you're going to brush your teeth, you want to make sure you get it thoroughly done. And if that's the thing that's going to push you over to being super late, just bring it to go.
Yeah.
Anyway, welcome, Jenna.
thanks. Yeah, it's great. It's
You'll learn.
awesome.
You got to stagger your supplies. Like I have some stuff in the truck, some stuff in here.
Yep.
You'll figure it out.
I've got face wash now. I'm like, I can get fully ready here.
You just get a shower put in. Yesterday, I was on social media surfing around, and I saw Kyle and Peyton getting a vitamin drip, which I'm a huge fan of. But then I didn't see, as I was watching, I saw different things happen. Like you guys were in some blue light machine or something. And I was like, I didn't want to click on it and read anything and see. I wanted to hear about it, what it was from you guys. What was it?
Yeah, so I don't know about you guys, but the only way I've ever really had a vitamin drip was mobily because I was sick. Like when I got COVID, they came to our house, they did it. They brought, we've had people come in and bring us drips here in the studio before. And so Peyton and I, we usually do a little lunch date on Thursdays, but yesterday we decided to go get a drip together at Prime IV. And this is the first time I've actually gone in and done a drip like this. And they, as Rich's wife likes to say, they really elevate
She would
the
love that.
hydration experience.
Anything that's elevated.
Because you not only get your IV drip, but you sit in these zero gravity massage chairs that literally encompass almost your whole body, right? And then they put oxygen on you because apparently that helps with your circulation and gets the nutrients to everywhere in your body really good. And so it's funny because I thought Peyton and I would be chatting the whole time, but it's in this room. It's a quiet room, so you can really just relax and decompress. And I was like, wow, I really feel like this is more of a self-care date we had.
It really was. And Kyle told me, she was like, I think I'm going to take a nap. I think I'm going to too.
So you took a nap with oxygen in your
Yeah,
nose?
they give you blankets and eye masks if you really
sounds
want to just
amazing.
It was
go
so
for
nice,
it. It was
yeah.
so
Oxygen is so next level. I mean, I sleep with an oxygen tank every night.
Well, and I thought you were crazy because the only time I've ever had oxygen, it was like in the hospital, and it like kind of hurts because the air like shoots up your nose and it's really cold, and like it was so gentle.
There used to be a place I'd go to in the very beginning of my IV experience that had oxygen, and then the guy died, and I think he might have closed the location. I'm not know. No, but now I have him come a different place come to my house.
I know, but you should just switch it up. Go to Prime IV because I'm telling you, like afterwards, Payne and I were even talking about it. We're like, wow, like before we thought like MOBA was the way to go, but I don't feel that way
Yeah,
anymore.
it was definitely more like a spa-like experience, which was really cool.
But what was the blue light?
I think it was just like
It's just like setting the calming mood.
Like,
I have a blue light in my my
Of course
infrared
you do.
sauna. You can pick what color light and each light means something. I never thought, so I have a blue light too.
Oh, yeah.
But I didn't know what it means.
I like how everybody just glosses over the fact that John Jay sleeps with an oxygen tank that he doesn't need.
That's
That
true.
he has an oxygen. We just let that go.
Accept we accept all the crazy things John Jay does for his own
Of
health
course you have
and
a blue
wellness.
light. Of course you have an oxygen tank. Do you have a zero gravity chair to sit in?
No, I've got a pedicure in one of those before.
It's pretty nice.
Legit.
That's one where you go
No,
back.
your
like that.
feet are totally encompassed in this thing.
But does it lean back or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've done that before.
It was
Yeah.
rocking me like a little baby.
It was so nice. I had my arms in, my forearms were doing massage. I had like a sports massage, and I did a sports drip because I've been working out, so I needed to like.
What's in your drip? Do you know? Or you just no, you don't know?
I don't
A lot of
remember.
vitamins.
Did they have?
vitamins.
Did they have the
Glutathione.
NAD? Did
They
they have?
talked
They
about
do have
them.
NAD.
Yeah.
We
Did you
didn't
do
get
it?
it.
No. Do you feel good after you had your drip, though?
I do actually. And actually, like a lot of times in the past, I've felt like kind of sick after drips. And they were like, that could just be you detoxing. But they switched up how they made the drip. And I actually think that really helped. So.
Can they put together a
So good
Schwanding
today.
thing and we all go and
Totally.
do
Oh my
do?
gosh.
But we
Oh.
have to do the NAD.
Okay.
No, man.
We're going to be there for like 4 or 5 hours.
No,
No, it'll go
you-
fast.
No. Well, I mean, you're supposed to. It's supposed to take
It's
4 or 5
supposed
hours.
to, yeah.
But I'm saying if you guys do a small amount, do 100 mgs.
No, literally, Prime IV was talking about how they have like they've shut down early for like a family that's come in for Christmas to do drips together and stuff like that. They would totally do a Schwanding thing with us.
Set it up. Let's go.
Let's do it.
Do we have a lot of locations or just one?
13.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so they're all over the place.
They are
I know.
prime.
John Jay, I feel like you are going to feel a little vindicated with this one.
Oh,
The United States is suffering our worst drought in what they're saying 25 years. So it's impacted all but 2 states, Alaska and Kentucky. They're apparently unaffected by this drought. But because we are in such a terrible drought, several states have asked residents to cut their water consumption by reducing shower times, not watering their lawns, and this one's for you, John Jay, flushing their toilet less to conserve resources. I know you just had an argument with your wife about letting it mellow.
if it's yellow, let it mellow. And every time I've been flushing now nonstop, and I'm like, there's not enough pee in there to flush. But I still flush it.
Well, and now you can tell your wife, you're like, literally, we're in our worst drought in 25 years. They're
Can you send me that
asking
article,
everyone-
please?
Sure.
I'm going to send that to her.
Sure, no problem.
In all caps, I'm going to say, if it's yellow, let it mellow.
Don't
Oh
tell her
my
it came from me.
goodness.
All right. It is time for your cousin to get their own Max account. They are starting to crack down on password sharing.
It's time for your cousin to get your own Mexican?
Max account.
Oh, okay. I have one. I have Mexican cousins.
Max says they're going to start the process with soft messaging towards the end of the year. And then next year, they're going to get it a little more firm because that's when they will end the ability to. They're going to be like, you know what? It might be time to let, your friends and family get their own account. And then I guess by next year, it's going to be something like this. You can't use it anymore. So
That's
just
so lame.
I know.
Like, I want to use my mom and dad's account. I don't want to
I
have to
know.
pay for my own. I'm still their kid. I'm still a child to them.
Yeah, there should be almost like insurance.
That's
should
what
be
I'm
a rule.
saying. Like, what gives? Like,
Totally.
so annoying.
This is kind of sad because I know this had to be fueled by the hate that happened after the Olympics and maybe even pushed through the final decision by the fact that it was one of the most popular Halloween costumes this year. But Ray Gunn, the Olympic breakdancer who had that epic show that everyone made fun of, says she is now retiring from competition.
Oh,
She will
come
no
on.
longer compete in the sport. I know.
Does
I'm
that
like,
mean a tour? Because I'd go see that.
I don't know what that means. She basically in the announcement said she'll still keep her, her moves, but maybe just keep them to her living room and not share them with the world. But I'm like, you literally became like an icon.
Guys, we bullied Reagan into retirement.
Yeah.
That is so not cool.
I know. It's
I'm
really
mad
sad.
about that.
It's really sad. And that's 3 things you need to know.
All right, let's get the horoscopes. Peyton, what's the vibe today?
Well, Love Pup Family Fest is tomorrow, so I'm going to tell you what kind of dog you should be adopting based on your zodiac sign.
I like the reason you're doing what kind of dog you should adopt. Tomorrow's Love Pup Family Fest. It's free. Rich's band is performing. Country singer Austin Burke is performing, headlining with Shinedown, the #1 rock band, 23 #1 hits. And it starts tomorrow at 4, and it's free at Vertuccio Farms. 877-937-1047. Cody, good morning. What's your sign?
Good morning. I'm an Aquarius.
Okay, so for Aquarius, the dog that you should be adopting, Cody, is a Whippet. I've never heard of this dog, but when I looked it up, it's super cute. They're unique and a little unconventional, but the gentle Whippet is a great match for Aquarius, and these quirky pups love a good sprint, but also know how to enjoy downtime, keeping things fun without overwhelming you Aquarians.
They're super fast, aren't they? Like little greyhounds,
They're
tiny little
super like
greyhounds.
little cutie
Is
little
that why they call
pups.
them whippets? Because they're fast?
Yeah, maybe.
That's cute.
Bit of it.
That's the one for you, Cody. Go adopt a Whippet tomorrow at Love Pup Family Fest.
Thank you. Have a good day, guys.
Whip it real good.
Yep.
Ruby, good morning. What's your sign?
I'm a Taurus.
Okay, Ruby, so the dog that you should be adopting is a Basset Hound. So, Taurus, you're all about comfort and loyalty, and a Basset Hound is the ultimate chill buddy for lazy days, snuggles, and endless loyalty. Plus, their stubborn streak will definitely make you feel right at home. They are pretty hard-headed, just like you guys.
Nice. I'm going to have to steal my sister's dog.
Yes, go do it. Go get some puppy cuddles today.
Thanks, Ruby.
Awesome. Thank you.
I was taking my dog Pablo to the dog park, because he's got so much energy. And there was a woman there, and she had a puppy Basset Hound. They're so cute. And this Basset Hound's name was Birdie.
Oh,
That's
cute.
cool. Cute name. So if you guys know Birdie, say, what's up to Birdie? How about for Libra, for Kyle?
Yeah, Kyle, you should be getting a French Bulldog. Libra, meet your cute and social match. French Bulldogs are charming, they love attention, and they have that sophisticated edge that you appreciate. They're friendly and adaptable, and they make them ideal for your social lifestyle.
Cute.
I know, little cutie little Frenchy Bulldogs.
Our friend Jamie Comstock, the owner of the Comstock, has 2 French Bulldogs. I was with her yesterday, sneaking my sister in to get Botox. And she asked...
Sneaking your sister in?
Yeah, because her husband doesn't want her to get Botox. So my sister, one time I posted videos of my sister getting Botox, and her husband was like, what's that? What are you doing? Because he doesn't know how Botox works. She goes, it's a new facial. So, like a needle going in your forehead. So anyway, Jamie's got 2 French Bulldogs, and she was asking about Family Fest tomorrow. She goes, can I bring them? I said, of course. Bring your dogs. That's, it's a big festival. Bring your kids. Bring your... Somebody else I know said, can I bring my son? Yes. There's a whole kids area, like a jumping thing. I mean, not your normal jumping thing. So I don't even know how to describe what that thing is.
It's massive.
It's this
Giant
massive
pillows.
Yeah, you can jump on it and then bring your dog. So my wife told Jamie, she goes, well, they're a little crazy on the leashes. She goes, well, put them in a baby carriage. And I just had this visual of 2 Frenchies in a baby car. So cute. So anyway, yeah, you can bring your dog. What about for Rich?
Yeah, Rich, the dog that you and Stacy should be adopting tomorrow at Love Pup Family Fest, is a Greyhound. Pisces, you'll love the dreamy, affectionate Greyhound. They're gentle souls with who love lounging around and are incredibly sweet-natured. So these dogs can bring calm and companionship to you, which would be perfect for your imaginative spirit.
They're cool looking too, I think. They're like all muscle.
They really are.
How about for you, for Leo?
Yeah, Leo's Chihuahua. That's the dog for us. For Leos who love to make a statement, a Chihuahua is the ideal match. Bold, loyal, and always ready for attention. These little dogs pack a big personality, and it pairs perfectly with our Leo need to shine.
I love Chihuahuas. So I have 6 dogs. So I got to believe when you do Virgo, one of my dog breeds is going to land in there.
You know what? I don't think that you actually have this dog breed, which just tells me maybe you need 7 dogs at home.
What
A Border Collie. Do you have a Border
I
Collie?
have our dog Bella is a mix of everything.
Oh, okay.
And I
So
think
she's got
part of-
some Border Collie.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
it's perfect for you because as the perfectionist of the Zodiac, you're going to appreciate the intelligence and trainability of a Border Collie. So these smart pups are always on task and love learning new tricks, making them a perfect match for focused Virgos. I don't know if learning new tricks is good for you. You'll probably have another escape artist, John Jay, at home.
Oh, God. All right, so if we to get to your sign, you want to know what dog you should adopt, and all breeds will be out at Family Fest tomorrow. Go to johnjaneRich.com. Love Pup Family Fest is tomorrow. It's all going down starting at 4 p.m. tomorrow at Vertuccio Farms in Mesa. Shelters from all over the valley are going to be there with all their adoptable dogs, puppies and everything. Food trucks are going to be there. Randizzle, which is the most amazing food truck. I don't know what other food trucks, but I know there's going to be several food trucks there. So much going on. And Shinedown will be performing live. Get all the info at Love Pup Foundation on Instagram. It's time for Stacks and Hacks. I have stacks of information. Rich has life hacks. I'm going to kick it off with some very, very fun Friday type of news. Here are some of the most common causes of death globally.
Oh.
COVID-19, number 3. Cancer, number 2. And number 1 is heart disease. Enjoy your weekend.
Oh, my.
Road rage rates are rising. 26% of Americans admit they occasionally lose their temper behind the wheel. That's up from 23% several years ago.
I've had a couple people that have tried to merge on top of me. I think I had 4 people that just didn't see me, and I'm like, beep, 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 beep. How do you not see me?
Okay,
right now?
could it also been because I've been on the other side of that, where I feel like you do see me, but you're being rude, you're not letting me in.
No
So
way.
then I just close my eyes and go, I'm going.
I feel like I'm a pretty passive driver for the most part.
More
So-
Americans think they can handle simple car repairs if they had to. 65% of us could change a flat.
Yeah. it's
58%
fun.
could change their own oil. I changed my oil one time when I was in college. It was terrible. A couple in Canada opened up the drywall in their home and found 110 stuffed animals apparently being used as insulation. So they cut open the drywall and you see this saran wrap, and then you see all these stuffed animals slammed up against the saran wrap.
That's actually very creepy.
96-year-old woman just married her 98-year-old boyfriend at a retirement home in Texas.
Good for them.
Love is love.
Old cameras are becoming popular again, and that includes compact digital cameras from 25 years ago, disposable cameras, and film cameras.
Totally. People are putting disposable cameras on each tables at their weddings
Yeah.
and stuff so people can get those digital prints or physical prints, excuse me.
A police search is underway after 43 monkeys escaped from a research facility in South Carolina. They haven't caught them yet.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Hardly any of them, right? And they're supposed to be all trackable monkeys, but I think they're all female. None of them have been tested on, and they're all young.
Girls run the world, Richie.
They're too young to spread any disease or anything like that, but they are on the loose.
A construction worker in Vancouver bought a scratch-off lottery ticket for a game called Concert of a Lifetime, and he will now get to take his whole family to see Taylor Swift. The grand prize was a VIP suite for 14 people at one of her shows next month. He also won $25,000.
Wow.
He's bringing his immediate family and a few close friends, and he has no problem filling all 14 spots, but he's setting aside 4 of them for Make-A-Wish.
Oh,
That's
that's
cool.
awesome.
Get this. They say Pluto is not a planet, but researchers think they found the best evidence yet that another planet, they call it Planet 9, is out there somewhere. It's 3 times larger than Earth, and it's beyond Neptune.
Let's give it a cooler name than Planet 9.
know.
Oh, Planet 9's strong, man.
In vaping news, a study found flavored vapes damage your lungs more than unflavored vapes, especially the popular berry flavors. Peyton. You guys know who Elwood Edwards is?
Nope.
This is Elwood Edwards.
You've got mail.
He died yesterday.
That's sad.
But in 2016, a woman found he was her Uber driver. Check this out. Because I guess you don't make a lot of money doing that one time.
This is my Uber driver, and he just told me something very special, that he's the voice behind...
Welcome. You've got mail.
No way! Do it again.
Welcome. You've got mail.
Yay! Okay,
sound
what's
the
your
same.
name?
Elwood Edwards.
Elwood Edwards. Thank you.
You bet.
What do you got for life hacks, Rich?
Oh, what a nice guy. Got a couple of messages yesterday from people loving the tell us how we can get out of more awkward things. So yesterday I told you about when you're on a Zoom call and you don't want to talk or be recognized, just change the name of the meeting to reconnecting. So here's a few more of those things to get you out of awkward conversations. Like when somebody comes to your door and they're trying to sell you something. All you have to say is, I'm sorry, I'm renting. The landlord is down the way. And then that'll get them to go away. Or a dinner conversation around the Thanksgiving table that you don't want to have. Start coughing, excuse yourself. That alone can buy you about 15 minutes of alone time in the bathroom. And this is my favorite one. John Jay, you're going to want to remember this because I think you're going to love this. You're on a phone call that you don't want to be on. Hang up when you're talking because nobody suspects that you would hang up on yourself in the middle of your own sentence. That's how you get out of that one. Those life hacks and many more can be found at johnjayandrich.com.
That's a good one. All right, Jack's got some information. Something's going on right now. What's going on, Jack?
Hey, I'm not sure what's fully going on I-10, but I guess some dude may have fled from Phoenix, has himself barricaded at Cortero on I-10 to shut down the entire freeway almost.
But you said shooter? He's a shooter?
Pretty wild. Well, in Phoenix he was. I'm not sure what's happening at Cortero.
Oh, but that's Tucson-ish, right? Down towards, like, Marana.
Yeah, that is absolutely in Marana. The freeway's been blocked all the way back past Tangerine at this point.
Okay, wait. I need to hear this again. There's a shooter in Phoenix, but you're in Tucson.
And he fled.
He fled.
He fled down to Tucson. And now he's somewhat barricaded at Cortero and I-10.
Okay.
Shut down everything. There are state troopers everywhere.
Wow.
I recommend you do it.
So don't drive to Tucson today because you'll be bumper traffic probably. It won't move, yeah. Crazy.
Oh, it's taken me well over an hour to go from Tangerine to Cortero.
Oh, my gosh. That's like 3 miles, right?
I used to live off of Tangerine. Really? Yeah, it's such a great street. All right, Jack, thanks for the info, man. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. So, you know how I think this is a side effect of ADHD, but when he said they fled, like that was hard for me to understand that in a sentence. But they took me to a movie starring Stephen Baldwin called Fled, and he was a criminal that left. And I remember the promo for it where the actor that is named William Patton, and he goes, "Who fled?" And that was the name of the movie. I don't know why I know that.
That is ensconced in your memory.
Who fled?
But you can't remember we have a meeting at 10.
No. Now, all day today by myself, I'll be going, who fled? A couple days ago, when we were talking to Rich about being married for a year and a half, we discovered that him and his wife haven't done the 5 love language test, right? I know Kyle and I, we did not together.
Right.
But,
We
know,
did
her
it with our spouses.
Yes. And it really helps in your relationship. Have you done it, Peyton?
I've done it, but every time I bring it up to Kadeem, he says that's corny and he doesn't want to do it.
Okay. So Rich said that him and his wife would read the book and take the test and let us know. So you did it.
Yes, we did. We read it kind of together. Mostly she told me what I needed to know, and then I read it on my own because she wanted to take my test for me. Like, no. Let me do it by myself because I really thought after taking the test that the answers would be different on both sides. Where she finished up as number 1 and where I finished up as number 1 was both a surprise to me. So Stacy's number 1.
Oh, wait. Can you go over what they are? The 5 love languages?
Yeah, I can. Hold on.
You know at the top of your head?
Yeah, well, one of them is time spent together.
Quality
right?
time, receiving gifts, acts of service.
Words of affirmation.
Yeah, because that's my bottom
and
one.
Physical touch, which are my top 2.
Okay.
Those are my bottom 2, so I always forget those
Don't
ones.
worry.
So, in Stacy's, her number 1 was words of affirmation, which makes sense. She's a writer. She likes words.
Okay.
And if you ever say something to her like, "Oh, that's a pretty dress," she overthanks. Thank you so much. So that makes sense. And then everything else on her is acts of service, physical touch, quality time, and receiving gifts were all the same, but they're much lower. So one big one, and then all the other.
So number 1 for her is words of affirmation. Okay.
And so she said that she thought my number 1 love language would be acts of service because I like it when people clean up the house. I think it's so great. Or if you go out of your way when you're busy to do something for me, I think it's the nicest thing ever, according to her. But number 1 on my list by far, believe it or not, was quality time. Spending quality time together. And then once I said that, she's like, that makes sense because you will go get gasoline with your kids just so you can talk to them and hang out with them.
Yeah.
And she's like, that makes total sense.
That's true.
It's hard to get you to leave anywhere because you're talking to people.
Because he likes quality
Sanjay's
time.
like, let's go.
I know, like there's been a couple times where you told me like you and Audrey just ride around town and listen to music and just talk and hang. So
I like that.
I
If
see that.
You got a hang time scheduled. It doesn't even need to be an event. Just an event, just as long as we're together. And then again, on mine, the next one was physical touch, but everything else was pretty much the same. It was about the same. But the top one was quality time spent together. So I didn't know that about her, and she didn't really know that about me until we did it. So I think on our website, we put the link to the quiz that you can take it online.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Good.
So when you take it, just know they cover the basics on the free quiz. Then they try to suck you in to get you to buy a program. Don't do that. Just take the quiz.
The book is good.
The book is
Yeah,
really
it's
good.
interesting. I even
And
have
it's
like
short.
a love language, like words of affirmation tattoo that I got like a year ago.
Oh, so that's big to you, too.
Yeah, it's really big to me. Like words really mean a lot to me.
What's it say? What's your tattoo?
Well,
Does it say words of affirmation?
No, it's a telephone. It's a phone that has a heart connected to it. So it's like my number 1 love language is words of affirmation. So I have like a phone of like someone talking to me with like a line going to a heart.
Oh, wow.
That's cute.
Like, actually, one of my favorite tattoos.
I like it.
Oh, your wife's on the phone.
Oh, she is?
Well, I think she is.
Nope.
Oh, not anymore?
She hung up.
Okay. Well, we
covered it.
Yeah. After somebody likes words of affirmation, she could have called in.
Rich, do you think that this will change you and
Totally.
Stacey's relationship? Because now
Totally.
maybe you'll be more apt to tell her when she's doing like amazing things and when she looks beautiful.
Because I think I would have thought her thing would have been free prizes, free gifts. Because if you ever pick up food for her, she's very, very grateful. So I would have thought that would have been number one. But knowing it's like a kind word, then I already sent her a text this morning just, saying hello, proud of you for kicking butt.
Oh,
That's filling her cup.
Yeah. So that's good. It's good to
I love that.
anybody who's in a relationship, you probably do it so you know what your person's kind of into. I
Yeah,
think
and
it's
it's like,
good.
it just makes you more attentive to your relationship and makes you pay attention to the little things that make your person feel that much more special.
Totally. I honestly don't think Scott and I would be married if we didn't read that book.
Really?
Really?
That's
yes,
powerful.
because we're so opposite on the love language spectrum.
Yeah.
Like my top two were his bottom two, and then like his top two were my bottom two.
And don't
like
they
words
say-
of affirmation and physical touch. I'm not a physical touch person. I don't want you to like hold my hand and caress it. Or like don't touch my face. Like I'm just not that kind of person. And he is. So it's like we've had to find a happy medium. And his number one, like you, Peyton, like Stacey, was words of affirmation.
Yeah.
That's my absolute bottom one.
Oh, wow.
So I would speak to him in a way that was actually hurting his feelings. But for me, it was just like words.
Right, you're just
You
joking
know?
around.
They
'cause
change
he's
too.
that way, too.
They can change it.
Yeah.
So I think mine's changed. But speaking of your husband, Scott, you got a text that says, John, Jane, Rich, can you explain why all of a sudden we call Kyle's husband Fish? I thought his name was Scott. What did I miss? You missed a lot.
He's got a lot of names.
Because we've been calling him Fish since we met him.
Yeah, because his name's Scott Fisher, and so Fish just
But that's
became
not his
like a
name.
nickname. Well, he's got a lot of names. He's got a lot of names.
Those are some
but
of his names.
That's the one we like.
His real name,
We like Scott.
Steve.
Steve.
We don't like Steve. Steve's a whole different person. We don't call him Steve. Steve wasn't even on our wedding invitation. It
That's
was Scott.
amazing. Like, if you get mad at him, obviously you're Steve right now.
I do.
You do?
I'm like, oh, hello, Steve. When did you get here?
At the wedding, didn't his brother officiate the wedding and go, Scott, Steve, Scott, Steve,
Yes.
Scott? Kind of mix it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Real quick, a couple of random text messages. You can text us. You text JJR, whatever's on your mind, to 96893. This is in reference to that call the other day, the roommate with the cat. John J. Rich, you guys have to call that girl back, call her roommate, and see what's up with those cat letters. I can't go about my day with no closure to that mystery. I have to know what that's all about. Here's another. This is a 928 number. John J. Rich, I was listening to a show on Spotify yesterday. I listen every day on my way to class. John J.'s Things That Turn game, when he kept saying "an" instead of "a" every time someone answered, killed me. LOL. I love you guys. You make my day every day.
It's like the little annoying things that you do are just so funny for no reason.
I know.
And it's so annoying.
John J. Rich, this is Brooklyn from Vancouver. What time are you guys live? 5 to 10. I wanted to call in regards to War of the Roses about relationships and how John Jay said 8 months isn't really that long to be giving somebody your phone password. But I'm getting married today, and I've only known my fiance 8 months.
Wow.
John J. Rich, I'm planning on attending Family Fest tomorrow. Should we bring chairs to sit in for listening to the music? No. No chairs. It's too chaotic. It's a farm. It's a festival. Everyone's standing up.
And dance around. You can dance around. It's
But
fun.
I get it when you hear festival, you think
Yeah.
like this, big wide open space where it's like you maybe would want a chair, but you definitely don't want to lug around a chair at Family Fest.
Exactly. We were getting into the simple things that you can't do, right? Taylor, what do you got?
Yeah, so I can't whistle.
Like,
And my 7-year-old just learned how, so he's constantly whistling. So it's just a constant reminder that I can't whistle.
That's actually
Triggering.
really funny. Easton, my 7-year-old, whistles all the time. And Addie's always like, stop it.
I'm with
But
Addie.
he's-
That would drive me up a wall.
And I get jealous. I'm like, you're a pretty good whistler, man.
My husband can whistle. Like, he whistles tunes, and now my son's, like, getting different, like, tunes and different, pitches of whistle, and I'm just sitting here.
That's funny.
yeah, whistling. I wish I could whistle like my wife. My wife could just whistle like nobody's
Super
business.
loud.
Yeah. In fact, I was trying to get... Taylor, have a great day. Thanks for listening.
Thank you, guys. Love you.
I was trying to get her on the phone, and my wife had just texted me, said she was going in the hot tub. So I called my sisters at my house. I called my sister, and I said, where's Blake? Oh, I think she's in the hot tub. I go get her. It's freezing. I don't have my phone. Go get her. So she goes, okay, I'm going down there. And then I sent Nick my sister's number, and she didn't pick up because I wanted you to hear Blake whistle. So I just called her on my phone. Let's see if she can, because it's hey, where's Blake?
Right here. Hold on.
Well, Nick was I want to get you on the air, not like on speakerphone.
I know, but Nick didn't call. I didn't treat me like a Momo.
A Momo?
What? Was that racist?
What? Where did that come from?
Right here. It looks good.
Okay, but hold on. I'm going to hang up, and Nick's going to call you so we can hear her on the air. Hold on. Okay. All right, Nick, you want to try again? What's a Momo?
I don't know. I've never heard that before.
A Momo. You Momo.
I wouldn't throw that around. That could be bad. You don't even know.
Elmo?
Elmo?
No, I don't know. I don't know what that could be.
I don't know.
So I got this DM. I posted my junior high ID on Instagram yesterday. Right now, my name's John Jay, and I hated my name growing up. So whenever I got my first ID, which was in 8th grade, I went to John. My middle name, which I haven't talked about enough, is Gerardus, right? And I don't even know how to spell my middle name. It either ends D-O-U-S or D-O-S. I've seen it twice, written differently. So I don't know how my middle name, I never used it. So I posted a screenshot of my junior high ID, and I'm getting all these messages saying, I thought your name was John J, not John G. Because on my ID, I went John G.
Yeah, I actually saw that, and I kind of was like, I wonder where you got the J from. Like, where did the...
That's my first name.
John.
So my name is John J.
That,
Gerardus Van Ness.
So they just dropped the J on your ID? Why did they do that?
I did that because I hated people calling me. My dad's name was John, so I was like, I'd rather go by John.
I got
okay.
you.
All right, so, Avi, are you there?
It's me, Blake.
Oh, hi, Blake. How are you?
Hi, Blake.
Hey.
Hello.
So, listen, we were doing this thing on the air about silly things, simple things that you can't do. And one of the big things on the list is whistling. And since you're outside, would you mind putting the phone down and giving us one of your big whistles?
Okay, but it's going to be really hard.
Why?
Well, you can do it. Okay. Ready?
You're going to have dogs and cabs pulling up to your house.
She does it like she has her fingers on the side of her mouth like that. Yeah.
That's impressive. She had like a little rift in there on that last one. Cool.
All right. Well, you guys have a great day.
Okay.
I'm going to tell the story right now of the text exchange I had with you yesterday, if you don't mind.
No.
I have to. I have to.
No, don't say that.
Come on.
No, that's a problem.
You're going to get in a fight, John Jay. Not worth
See, you
it.
shouldn't even mention
I know,
it.
I should have said it.
Why did you?
Because now if you do...
No, I worry about our son. About camp?
No, not that story. About the text exchange I had with you about the party tonight.
Oh, but you have to be careful. So many people. Yeah, like what? Why?
I don't care about that. Never mind.
No, I think... So, wait, my whistle would have been a whole lot better if I didn't have Botox in my lips.
The lip flip.
Okay.
Yes.
Full effect.
So relatable. It's like when you're trying to drink out of a straw, too. You just look ridiculous.
Yeah, you can't even spit your toothpaste out.
Yes.
So funny.
Okay.
So
All right. I'm going to tell another story. Okay. Bye.
Okay, bye. Okay.
Okay. So this is what happened yesterday. So there's a party tonight. It's a surprise party, right? And I was on a group text with my wife and the person throwing the surprise party. And they invited my wife and I. Well, and we said yes. Well, my sister's in town now. My brother-in-law's on his way. And I was like, I don't want to leave them to go to the surprise party. So I thought I would text the person throwing the party, says, okay, if I bring my sister and her husband. But before I texted them, I wanted to make sure that my wife, Blake, hadn't already done that. So I called her yesterday, and she answers something like this, hello? And I go, oh, hey, I was going to ask, what I just told you guys. She goes, I can't talk right now. I'm about to go live on Channel 12. I'm going to go she's promoting Family Fest on TV. Mm-hmm. And I go, okay. I go, but I'm going to text. She's like, I haven't texted him. Go ahead and text him. I said, okay. So I hang up with her. A millionth of a second later, I text, hey, my sister's in town with her brother. Can we bring them to the party? Is it small and exclusive, or is it okay if I bring them? Right? I don't want, if not, no big deal, right? Blake responds, yes, bring them to the party. It'd be great.
But like she's in the middle of something, so she's probably trying to be responsive to you.
I say to Blake, this isn't for you. I just got off the phone with you. So
you text all
yes.
that?
So she thinks
we just talked.
She thinks that the person that invited us to the party is now asking if she could bring her sister to Family Fest.
Got it, because she's in Family Fest mode.
Yes, but I just got off the phone with her telling her I was going to send this text.
She's a busy woman. She doesn't have time for your shenanigans.
Did you accidentally send the text to Blake and not to the people that is throwing the party?
It was a group text with Blake and me and the person throwing the party. So then I go to lunch with Blake and my sister, and I tell her, you know you did this in this text. She goes, no, I didn't. I go, yes, you did. She goes, no, I didn't. And I show her the text. She goes, oh, my God, I thought I was just... Like, she thought... Anyway.
That's so funny.
So that's
she probably needs a nap. She's probably so stressed out.
Oh, she's so stressed out for Family Fest tomorrow.
She got the okay from Blake.
She's so stressed out.
That's a lot of work.
Everybody,
yeah. She's so stressed out. So then, like yesterday, also after the show, I called her, and I don't know if you guys... who here has an Apple Watch? You got the Apple Watch right now?
Yeah, I went on right now.
Do you guys ever talk on it?
Very rarely. Only if my phone's not around. Like, if I'm out walking like I was yesterday, I don't bring my phone. So I'll talk to you on my watch.
So I call my wife, and she's like, hello? And I'm like, oh, hey. I go, I'm going to go do this. Wait, I'm talking to you on my Apple Watch. I'm on my Apple Watch. Hold on. Okay. Okay, what? What? It's my Apple Watch. Like she's had an Apple Watch for 3 years. And anytime she ever answers the phone on the Apple Watch, the conversation is about the Apple Watch.
That's so funny. That's my grandma, because she always leaves her phone somewhere, so she always answers on her Apple Watch. And then she's screaming, I'm on my Apple Watch. And then I'm on the Apple Watch for 5 minutes. She's like, I can't find my phone. And then she has to call me back like an hour later.
I'm like, what the hell's the purpose of the Apple Watch? All the time you spent telling me you're an Apple Watch, we could have finished whatever conversation that was going for. We got a text message. It says, I can guarantee I can whistle 1,000,000 times louder and better than Blake.
Whoa.
Call for a sample if you're willing. I'm not trying to put down Blake at all. I'm sorry. I've been threatened to be kicked out of Diamondbacks baseball games because my whistle is too loud.
Wow.
That's a flex.
Yeah, amazing. I want to hear that.
I called her. Nikki, hi.
Hi.
Okay, let's see what you got, hot shot. By the way, my wife's whistle is so loud, but it was on speakerphone and she's by a hot tub. But anyway, let's see what you got.
I did hear the Botox thing, so I do respect that she probably is just as loud, but I have actually been threatened. So let me give you what I got. 1 second.
Wow.
I wonder if it's so loud it's like cutting out on her phone.
Yeah.
Hey, can you make a video and send it to us?
Okay, I just had some people across the street in downtown Phoenix and down the way turn and look at me while doing it.
You are awesome.
All right. You're awesome, Nikki. Thanks for listening. Have a great day. That's awesome. All right, let's get some entertainment news. Travis Kelce in the news?
Yeah, roundaboutly, if you will. So there was a Jeopardy question that was asked.
Oh, yeah.
And I swear, if you're Travis, you're like, oh, come on.
The TV show in question 200. Are You Smarter Than a Celebrity is hosted by this man, who's maybe more famous as a boyfriend than as a 3-time Super Bowl champ. Derek.
Who's Travis Kelce?
Correct.
I mean,
it's true.
It's a dig, but it is kind of true because he was very famous in the football world before Taylor Swift, but now he's very famous in the world because of dating Taylor Swift.
Facts only from Kyle and Sug over there.
I mean, I don't know him, but from what I gather of his personality, he would look at it as a massive compliment that you're a Jeopardy question.
Yeah. Totally,
right.
totally.
All right. Jennifer Lopez?
So recently, I think it was just a couple of days ago, Ben Affleck was doing an interview on his new movie, Unstoppable, and he was asked about the cast, and he just had the best things to say about Jennifer Lopez on screen, saying she was remarkable, unbelievable, and so now it's J-Lo's turn to do a couple of interviews about that same movie, Unstoppable, and she was asked about Ben's performance, and it was a very interesting, I'm sure, super calculated answer. She dodges it without dodging it.
Ben Affleck described you as spectacular in your performance. How would you describe his producing?
I would describe
all of the cast and everybody behind the scenes as spectacular and wonderful.
But I specifically asked about Ben Affleck. So that was
And she's
way
the
of
same
answering
word
it.
of everybody was spectacular.
Yeah.
Okay.
She didn't want to get into her ex, which you can understand.
What are they saying about Liam Payne?
Yikes. Yeah. So Liam Payne's death, it's kind of messy. They flew his body back to the UK so that they can, do the funeral and all that. But 3 people have been arrested in connection with his death, and one of which worked at the hotel where it happened. There's not a lot of details, but it's probably the people who supplied him with the drugs. I don't know if you guys have seen the pictures of the hotel room. It's sad.
It's so sad. I think I actually showed you, John Jay, when they first leaked on X. And I'm like, first of all, this is way too soon for us to be seeing any of this.
It's like drugs and
it's
just
so
like
sad.
everywhere.
Needles and just all types of stuff. It breaks my heart. And did you guys see too that the Liam Payne memorial celebration of life information got leaked? And all of these One Direction fans are begging people not to go because the family has spoken out and said, we want it to be private. We're really mourning. This is really hard. We'll do something with the public eventually.
Oh, because they don't want people going there to take pictures of the band.
People going
of
to
Harry Styles walking
them
in.
crying, or if they go, I don't know, you know what I
Well,
mean?
and sometimes if you are this family is really hurting. They just lost someone.
That's
they
what I'm
lost
saying.
their
Tragically.
family
Yeah.
member.
Right.
They don't maybe necessarily want to put on a brave face and welcome strangers.
And that's exactly what it is. They're we know you guys, our hearts are broken too, and that he was a major part in your life, but let us mourn and we'll give you yours as well.
You know what just happened here? That it's the first time I've witnessed it. Okay, maybe you guys have been doing this for a while, but it's the first time where in a sentence, Peyton said, when those photos leaked on X, without saying Twitter.
yeah.
I'm
catching on
I
now,
don't know.
finally.
I mean, I always still say, when I'm having a conversation, I go with X, formerly Twitter. No, I just say Twitter.
They say
I still
also
say
X.
Twitter.
Yeah, people say, I saw a tweet. You don't say I saw an X.
What do you say? Do you say I saw an X?
And you would say a post
I saw
on
an X. Oh my God, who is she? No. It was my Twitter, my formerly Twitter. I saw someone.
My formerly Twitter.
That was hey, what about Star Wars?
I knew you would be really excited about this. John J. Rich, both big Star Wars fans, will be happy to know that the Star Wars saga will continue with a brand new trilogy in the works. The trilogy ended with the 2019 Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker, and Simon Kinberg is writing and producing the new films. He wrote and produced several X-Men movies.
Yeah, he good.
And so that's kind of what we know about it right now, but it's definitely happening. They didn't give release dates or anything like that, or plot points, but just know there is going to be a new Star Wars trilogy in
What
the
do you
works.
got, Nick?
I love the reaction. No. So it's a brand new trilogy, brand new characters, not continuing the Skywalker saga.
That's okay, but I heard it was what number are they at? 13? It's 13, 14, and 15 or something like that. It's
Yeah, I mean, they said some characters can return, but that story of Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker and Kylo Ren is done.
What about Star Wars himself? Will he be in it?
It's got to be because Rey buried that lightsaber. It's got to start from there, probably.
Well, that's the confusing thing because Daisy Ridley is confirmed for a different set of Star Wars movies.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's confirmed for something else. So
I'm still
so
in.
confused
It'll be
right
good.
now.
It'll be good.
Star Wars talk.
Yeah.
Cool enough.
My gym hired a new trainer at the gym, and he was kind of watching the guy that was training me, and he's a really tall, good-looking dude, and he had a shirt on, and you could see a little bit of a tattoo on the inside of his arm, and I could make out what it was, and for 2 days I've been staring at it, and finally I was like, I just got to ask him, and it was only the tip you could see. I go, is that an X-Wing fighter on your arm? And he lifts up his sleeve. He goes, yes, it is.
Oh my gosh.
He goes, my dad was a huge Star Wars fan. Okay?
Awesome.
So what do you think his name is?
Luke.
It's his brother's name.
Anakin.
Plo.
Noah.
Noah?
His name's Noah. I'm like, I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't
He
either.
goes, I think my dad got the name first, and then my mom got the name somebody.
That sounds about right. That's
So
a
you
good
go Star Wars
explanation.
Bible. Makes sense to me.